What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MA Sports Podcast with Michael and Angelo. Today, we're going over some NBA playoffs. We're going over all the new schedule releases. We're going to give you our predictions for the best and worst teams this season. And let's see where the show takes us.
All right. So week one, it was just released today at 8 o'clock. I don't know what time this is gonna come out, but it was released today, the 11th. So week one, the first game, Thursday night, Detroit Lions versus Chiefs. What do you think about
Yeah.
that matchup?
So I'm intrigued. First of all, that the Lions are getting this much respect. Like, you're going up against the defending Super Bowl champions week one on Thursday night. I think the Eagles Chiefs is the matchup that like everyone wanted to see week one because they are on each other's schedules this year. But all power to the Lions, man. I like it. The Chiefs aren't going to lose this game. That being said,
I don't know. I kind of like the Lions this year. I think they're a good young team with. They have a really good coach, and I like what Detroit's doing down there, and I liked what they did last year towards the end of the season. But I actually like this game. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be better than people expect.
yeah. I mean, week one is all about shaking out the rust. So there's going to be you always have like crazy teams that should not win week one that end up winning week one. Could the Lions be one of them? Yeah, I think I do agree with you. I think they're criminally underrated this year. But I think a lot of people kind of see that they're underrated. So maybe how underrated are they? I like them as a wild card team, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know. I do like the Young Lions team. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to your Jets.
All
Jets and
right.
Bills.
Oh my
What are
God.
we
Yes.
thinking? Aaron
Monday
Rodgers debut.
night. Yeah, Monday night. By the time the game comes, I'll have convinced myself that the Jets are going to win. But I don't know. I think Aaron Rodgers needs to get acclimated to the offense. Maybe a couple weeks, and going up against the Bills, week one is not ideal. I'll take the Bills right now, but ask me closer to week one, I'll tell you the Jets, honestly.
Wow, that's kind of weird because I'm taking the Jets right
Oh,
now. I'm
all
taking
right,
the
I
Jets
love it.
right now. I think it's gonna be a less close game than people think. I think the
Mm-hmm.
Jets actually like Aaron Rodgers just feels at home in that Jets offense, and he just starts dotting up Garrett Wilson and that young wide receiver core. I think the Jets like handle the Bills pretty well, and I know that makes you happy.
That is music to my ears. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the next game. So we have I don't know two teams who didn't really have the best seasons last year. The Panthers and the Falcons. What do you think about
Oh,
that game?
oh my God, miss me with this game, dude. Not interested. But
Really?
I mean, I guess Bryce Young debut, ooh, whatever. Bijan for fantasy, that's cool. These are just two bad teams, bro.
All right, I think
Not
we'll leave it at that. Yeah, I'm not expecting that much from that either. But it'll be exciting to see how the number one
Bryce.
overall pick goes. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. All right, Texans and Ravens.
Um,
Ravens crush them.
you think?
I think so. They're too young. They're too inexperienced.
I I think the Texans could be that slept on team this year.
Maybe,
I think
but
they could be that worse the first team. I
not
feel
week
like
one.
they had picks 2 and 3. Crazy things happen week one. Give me the Texans.
Wow.
Give it to
Yeah,
me.
I think Lamar. He has new weapons. He handles them like just there's no competition. I think the Texans get flattened. All
Okay.
right, this is probably gonna be a really good game in my opinion. The Bengals and Browns.
Oh,
Deshaun Watson, second
I
year.
love Deshaun Watson. Yeah. Can he ever recapture what he was though?
I think so. I think he was put in a very short notice situation with that Browns offense. He was still trying to adjust to playing football again, you know? And I don't know. Joe Burrow is just that guy, though. Like I've been saying it since last postseason. Joe Burrow is that guy. He is going to
Yeah.
be, in my opinion, he's going to be a future Hall of Famer, and he's gonna. I think the Bengals win this game.
Yeah, I agree. I think Joe Burrow is right up there with Mahomes. He should definitely be discussed in the same tier. I was big on saying before Mahomes beat Burrow in the AFC Championship that Burrow has been better than Mahomes. And I mean, head to head, statistically in the career, he does get the better of him the majority of the times.
Yeah.
And argue the call at the end. I mean, was it legit? Was it not? That could have swung the whole game. But listen, Joe Burrow should be discussed with the great quarterbacks in the league. I don't think it's really a discussion that he's number
Yeah,
two.
Joe Burrow is
Yeah,
one of, if not the best quarterback in the league.
agree. But the Browns are a team that gives them trouble for some reason.
They're always stuck in games. They're like the Browns
Yeah,
seem to always be close in games. Yeah, I agree.
yeah, and especially against the Bengals, no matter like what level the Bengals are at and what level the Browns are at, that game is always so tight. I guess that goes back to the like divisional thing, but it's week one. Give me the Browns in that again.
I
Like
take
week one,
I
things
take the
happen.
Bengals. Joe Burrow dots them up. All right, let's go to an interesting game. I feel Dolphins and Chargers.
Mm. Wow, that is interesting. Um, Battle of the 2020 QBs.
Yeah.
I am gonna go with. I'll go with the Chargers in this one. I don't know. I don't think Staley's that good of a coach. At the same time, I think the Chargers are a better constructed roster. It's hard to find a ton of holes in the Chargers lineup. I'm excited to see Quinn Johnson in there,
Yeah.
and I just really love their offense, man. Herbert just slings. He's so fluid with everything, and Tua's smart, man. Tua's smart as hell, but like,
Two is accurate.
yeah, he's accurate. He's smart. I think McDaniel's a better coach than Staley is, but at the end of the day, I think the Chargers can get that win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the opposite. I think the Dolphins just have
All
too
right.
much firepower. I don't
Well,
think. I think Waddle and I mean, it's two good wide receiver cores, and I think it's just gonna be a battle. But I think the Dolphins come out on top.
yeah, a lot of diversity in opinion. I like this.
Yeah. All right, moving on to my team, the Giants against the Cowboys. I
Okay.
think Daniel Jones. I mean, he has more weapons. He's not throwing the ball to like randoms. Like, let's be honest. There was no crazy wide receiver one. I mean, Darius Slayton maybe, but that's a stretch.
Oh, wide receiver one.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch. We did not have a consistent wide receiver one last year, and he's gonna get. He's gonna. I'm very confident that we beat the Cowboys. Very confident.
Very confident.
I'm very confident. I think the Cowboys are the worst NFC East team.
Oh, yeah. Big fan of Sam Howell, huh?
Uh, yeah, I like Sam Howell better than Dak Prescott, if I'm being honest.
I do. I love Sam Howell's potential. I think he can. Think he could really fly high, but I haven't seen it yet. And Dak is throwing a lot of ins. He's not like Dak is not a good quarterback. Let's just say it how it is. He's bottom 15, probably like bottom 15. I'm not saying he's towards the bottom, but he's like mediocre to bad,
Yeah,
honestly. But we don't know what Sam Howell is at the same time. Sam Howell could be horrible. He could be really good. But the Cowboys have a better roster. It's just interested in to me to see how the new offense will look without Kellen Moore and without Zeke. I mean, between the Redskins and or excuse me, Commanders, whatever, between them and the Cowboys, it's a flip of a coin for me.
so you had the Giants winning that game too?
Oh, I didn't even talk about the Giants. Yeah, no, I'll take the Cowboys week one. It's at
Wow.
AT&T, right?
Yeah. Oh no, it's MetLife.
Oh,
MetLife.
all right, give me the Giants.
Giants. All right. All right, let's move on to another big game. Um another big game. the Cardinals and Commanders. We were just talking about the Commanders. Not really a big game, but I do
Is that
not like the
a good
I do
game?
not like the Cardinals. The Cardinals, I feel like, are probably going to be the worst team in the NFL this year. If I'm being honest, I think the Commanders. If that's a close game, the Commanders are probably not going to have as good of a year as I thought. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen bigger surprises week one, like we were saying. Um, yeah, but I think the Commanders handle them. If I'm being
Listen,
honest.
you got those you got those Kyler Murray truthers out there too. They're like, "Oh, stop underrating Kyler Murray." Their roster's bad. It's just bad, dude. There's
Yeah.
no other way to put it. Like, I don't know. I agree. I think they probably end up with the 1-1 pick next year. That's how I see it.
All right, so we went all over like the major games.
Yeah.
So as I said, I think the Cardinals are going to be the worst team in the NFL. Who do you think is going to be the
Um,
worst team?
yeah, I agree. I think probably the Cardinals. I think you could talk about the Bears in there. I know a lot of people love Justin Fields. I haven't seen enough for me. I think yeah, he can run. I think he's probably going to be figured out way more this year, and I don't trust him when you have to trust him to win games with his arm. He hasn't even won games with his legs. Like, he uses his legs, he uses them effectively. Is he a great fantasy quarterback? Yeah, he is. I would take him maybe in the top three quarterbacks for fantasy, but to win football games, I don't know if he's that guy. I think they might be taking a quarterback next year.
I don't know if you take a quarterback next year. I think they're going to give, depending on how this year goes, I think they're going to give him another year because I like the way he uses his legs. I think he has an all right arm. He could improve on accuracy, but
It's the
yeah,
decision making though, dude. Like, he
yeah, I
doesn't
agree. I
oh,
agree. Yeah, but also like who's he throwing the ball to?
they got Chase Claypool at the end of the year.
Chase Claypool. Ah, I don't. Uh,
What is all right? Their tight ends all
all
right.
right.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but it's like mediocre. But yes, I agree. I haven't seen enough, but I'm looking forward to seeing more from Justin Fields this year, if it's good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
But also in the conversation for worst teams, I have the Raiders. I don't
See,
know.
you don't like Jimmy G that much.
I
I
do
don't
not
mind.
like Jimmy G. That no, he's a system quarterback. He can't really do anything. But like we,
System, yeah, but he's in the
yeah,
system.
but I don't trust the Raider system. I don't trust the Raider system. Like it's different from the San Francisco or the Patriots. Belichick's a mastermind, and
It's really it's the Patriot system.
yeah,
It's
it's
shocking.
the Patriots and San Francisco. San Francisco, literally, you had Brock Purdy taking them to the taking them that far last year. And Brock, I'm not saying Brock Purdy's bad, but Brock Purdy is not a crazy athletic or crazy good quarterback. It's just who was around him, like
Yeah,
so
it's
no,
coaching. It's all coaching,
yeah,
but
I do not like Jimmy G.
I don't think they're that bad. I think last year they were overhyped. This year, I think they're slept on. So where's the middle ground for the Raiders? They probably finish like 8-9 to 7-10, in my opinion, this year. I don't think they're close to the bottom of the league, though.
I think they're closer than you think, my opinion. But I'm gonna talk about the hometown boy for the Steelers, Pickett.
Okay.
What do you think of
Yeah,
him?
I like him, man. I had
Really?
him as my top quarterback in that class. Not that there was a lot of quarterbacks in that class, but I had him one, Howell too. I think he's just he knows how to like finish games. He's not the most athletic. He is sneaky fast. Like, he can move if he has to. He's not he doesn't have the strongest arm. He's got small hands. We're gonna talk about it again. But he like he's got a competitive fire in him, and it's just something I love to see with quarterbacks. And no matter what your abilities are, if you know where to go with the ball, you know how to accurately get it there, and you have a like competitiveness in you, that drive to always want to win and be the best, I think you're going to be a solid player. So I kind of like the Steelers. They still need to do work on that offensive line. How are they going to protect him? I mean, they got Broderick Jones in the draft, But I think they could take a step up this year, maybe 9-8. Dare I say 10-7? I don't know.
All right, so I completely disagree. I think Kenny Pickett is literally he does nothing extremely well to be a good NFL quarterback. He can't move incredible out of the pocket. He can't throw that well. His accuracy is like below par. He doesn't have that good of an arm. I don't know. I'm sounding like a hater right now, but
Oh my God, we have completely different takes on
I
Kenny Pickett.
saw him play last year, and sometimes I was like, how is this guy in the league? Like I was like
He showed some good flashes, man.
some good flashes. I don't know. I was like, wow, the fake slide really made his career. That's what I was like.
Right.
Okay, he has the numbers. I agree, but I was like, I just don't think anything's that special about him. Like he could prove me wrong.
Nothing was that special about Tom Brady.
Okay, that's different. That's
No, I'm not comparing him to Tom Brady. I'm just saying you don't have to be at the quarterback position. It's not about the physical traits as much as it is about the mental traits.
I don't know. He doesn't have a crazy. He's not incredibly accurate. He's not. He doesn't have a cannon. Like I don't know. I
No, he doesn't force turnovers.
We'll see this year, but right now I do not like him as much as like a typical quarterback. I like Jimmy G over Kenny Pickett, if I'm being honest.
Okay. I think you're underrating his mobility too. That he can move.
He can move, but
Man.
I don't know. I don't think he throws over his body too much. Cause I saw like one or two picks where he just throws on the other side of the field, like over his shoulder.
Crossbody.
Yeah, crossbody. He throws crossbody way too much, and as a quarterback, you're taught not to do that.
Yeah, you are. I mean, he's a rookie. We'll see how his second year turns out. If he keeps making some mistakes like you were talking about, or if he can kind of pan those out. I think, dude, I like him.
Yeah, we'll see. He's only a rookie, so he could have a great career. So I could be wrong. Hope I am, because he's a hometown kid. So
Yeah.
so yep, Ocean. All right. So you want to talk about the NBA playoffs?
Yeah. Do you want to touch on some of the best teams first?
Somewhat.
Some of the best teams who we think are the best teams.
Oh yeah. I totally forgot. Yeah, the best teams. I think the Bengals, Chiefs, it's gonna be the same thing. The Bengals,
Yeah.
I think, are gonna take it this year. Joe Burrow and that offense, and Cincy is just they're doing something right there, and I'm excited for it. So, yeah.
I think it's crazy that they didn't lose anyone. They didn't lose Lou Anarumo. Like down to the coaches, they kept everyone.
Yeah. Cincy's really good, and Kansas City, obviously, but they're really good every year.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, yeah, in the AFC for me, line them up, same teams as always. But let me move the Jets up there.
We'll see. I don't know if I could put them at the top tier, but
I think I would put them. I would put them at 3.
We'll find out week 1. We will find out week 1. They're going against the Bills.
We don't know anything week 1.
No, but if they handle the Bills, I think you guys will be pretty good. If it's a close game, then it's a toss up. But we'll see. I'm excited to see Aaron Rodgers. He is old, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the Jets. And as a Jets fan, you should be excited too, because it's gonna be a roller coaster every year. All right, so that's you have the Jets up there, Cincy and Kansas City.
I would say in the AFC, I would say Bengals, KC, New York.
And for the NFC?
That's my top 3. My top, NFC. So that's such like a toss-up, bro. I mean, the 1-1 is Eagles. Eagles are probably 1-1 in all of it, but for the NFC, 1-1 Eagles. After that, it's really anyone's game, man.
I agree. Yeah, the Eagles have no holes. I think it's gonna be.
Yeah,
they're gonna be.
I think they take care of it. Eagles, Niners, right after them, and then
Niners is a toss up for me.
With who?
I don't know. I think I'm not gonna say the Giants. I don't know.
Because you have a ton of these like okay,
yeah. It's a yeah. I agree.
but there's no one that really jumps out on paper as like insane like these AFC teams.
Yeah, but so for the top teams, I agree. I think it's gonna be Cincy and KC and the Eagles. That's my top three. So, all right, you want to move on to the NBA playoffs?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so the Knicks down 3-2.
Was down 3-1.
Yeah, down 3-1. Let's see if we can make a comeback. But we just have been looking bad, man. I watched the game the other night, and there's no way the Miami Heat should be out rebounding the New York Knicks. We have size on them. That's literally the only thing we have on them is size. Jimmy, it made me pretty upset to see them just out hustling us. What was that?
I said you don't want to even talk about Jimmy Butler either.
Jimmy Butler has been playing. He's been playing good, but like his numbers aren't as crazy as the Bucks series. He's like, don't get me wrong, he is that guy in the playoffs. He is giving them I don't know. I was looking, it was like the Heat is just surrounded by role players. You have Martin, Lowry's not a crazy good scorer. You have Vincent at the one who can pass the ball really well, but I don't know. I don't understand how, if we lose this series, how we lost this series. Because we have the pieces and they're just underperforming.
Yeah, I mean it's Knicks basketball, man. How far can we go with it before disappointment arrives, you know?
At least we're not the Nets.
Yeah. And then you see the Celtics as we're recording this just for Game 7?
Yeah. That's a really good series behind the Phoenix and the Phoenix is playing right now, I believe. Phoenix and Nuggets.
Yeah, what's that series at?
It's 3-2. 3-2. The Nuggets are up. And I think Phoenix forces a game 7, but a lot of good series. Man.
The first time we talked about the NBA playoffs, I said Phoenix would take it all. I don't know, throughout the series, I kind of feel more confident in the Nuggets now. I think they probably end up taking the series, and then I think they'll go to the finals. But I mean, Lakers are good, man.
The Lakers?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes they look good, and sometimes the Warriors just handle them. It'd be great for the storyline. Steph to come back 3-1. That'd be crazy.
Did you see that Corgi on that video? The dog, like,
Yeah.
predicting.
Dude.
Got it perfect, so he's got all 6 games perfect.
Dude.
Or 5 games.
I think they come back. I think Steph goes.
I know, you've been huge on the Warriors.
What happened?
He's been huge on the Warriors.
I've been huge on the Warriors because I think, even despite Jordan Poole underperforming, I think the Warriors probably are the best team in the NBA right now. I think the Warriors, if they get out of this series and win and they come back, they're not losing to anyone else.
Oh, dude, if they get out of this series, I'm with you. I don't think they lose. I don't think LeBron lets them get out of this series. I'm not gonna lie.
I do. I mean, we've only seen LeBron like coming back. We haven't seen him when he's up 3-1. Now it's 3-2. They get that third game, I'm taking the Warriors in 7.
You got AD to worry about too.
Dude, AD is either on or off. There's no in between. He is either missing like 6-footers, like floaters, like he should or he's going off and
got 2 more chances to be on. All it takes is one more.
I agree, but Klay Thompson, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm very confident that the Warriors
All
at
right.
least force a game 7.
I'll differ with you on that one, but
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, but the Celtics series I'm excited for game 7. I think the Celtics win that one again. The Knicks,
Mhm.
it's a toss up. If they force a game 7, I think the Knicks do end up coming out on top. But that's me being biased because I'm a Knicks fan. But
I think the Heat take it.
I hope not. But
Yeah.
yeah, and then I think the Nuggets do beat Phoenix. So yeah, that's predictions for the NBA playoffs. It's very exciting so far. Won't lie.
Yeah, it is. Much better than NHL playoffs. I'm not a big hockey guy, but just all blowouts is what I've been seeing.
Yeah. All right. Well, that
All
was a good
right.
episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, it was fun. All right, go Knicks.
When we get closer to the season, you're still recording, right?
Yeah.
When we get closer to the season, we'll do we'll maybe do like a pick'em thing where we just pick week to week all the games and like we'll keep track of our records so that you guys can see every week how we're doing. But yeah, I mean the schedule dropping was fun to talk about, and I mean it's really like meaningless info at this point. But anything the NFL gives us, we'll eat up at this time of year. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. All right. See you.